Hello friends, I'm DragoNate. Have you ever wondered what spiders do in the night? Well, we ended up getting a security camera installed on the outside of our place, temporarily. And I looked at it one night before bed, and this is what I saw. So this video is quite long, and I'll shut up soon here. Actually, I'm going to tell a story first. One of the nights after we had the security camera installed, before I went to bed, I decided to look at it, because we had it, and I saw a spider frickin' around. So, I don't like spiders. Yes, I have arachnophobia. But this intrigued me, because I just saw it moving around, and before I started recording, I didn't see it do very much. I just kind of saw it moving around on the roof area over here, which is basically where you're seeing it. And I decided to open it on my computer instead of just on the phone and start recording them. So if you ever wonder what spiders do in the night, I kind of caught it on film. Spoiler alert, he basically did nothing except for hang out. Literally. He hung out, swung around, skittered a bit. I was expecting to watch it make a web, but nope. So, slightly disappointing. But regardless, here's a 35-minute video of a spider doing F-all. One thing that I'm curious about is, at some point here, you'll see, if you don't already see it, I will point it out to you in the video. There is a web that goes from the rooftop, and it goes at a downward angle towards the lamppost. And one thing that's always intrigued me is, how does that even make sense? If someone can explain how spiders are able to do that, please do. Because I don't understand how spiders can get from one place to another at a completely horizontal angle, or over a large distance, going either up or down. Down kind of makes sense because they can jump maybe a little bit, or they just, fall and let the wind carry them downwards and forward or whatever, but it just doesn't make sense sometimes. So if you can explain, please do. Now here's my story time that I wanted to tell. Spider story time. We were sitting down having dinner one day. This was very recent. And there I am eating away. We had a video on playing, a YouTube video, as we normally do. And I'm sitting there eating my whatever it was, omelet or something. Garlic bread, whatever, I don't know. And down comes a spider in front of my face. Right in front, he's trying to get down in front of my drink. And he just freaking surprised me out of nowhere. And it's a decently sized spider, about the size of my fingernail. At least, body and legs included. And this spider just Miss Muffetted me. I'm sitting down eating my whatever it is. Along comes a spider, stringing on down. And of course, as soon as I saw it, I freaked out, reflex hit pause the video we were watching, and of course I let out this large gasp because, well, I could have screamed, but I don't really tend to do that unless it just I don't know. I don't scream often for something like this. But I let out a very large gasp, and the spider even freaked out. I scared the stupid spider. And it started crawling back up the web a little bit, and then it just kind of got stuck or something and hung out in the air. And I'm like, nope. I went and I got a paper towel, I wetted it, and I squashed him in the air while he was hanging there. Bye-bye, stupid spider. And I'm sorry, I don't care if anyone out there hates me for this, but I'm not one of those people who is able to just, catch a spider in something and take it outside. I'm sorry, I can't. I just can't. And the way I look at it is, If it's inside, it's invading my home. No bugs, no spiders, that's all I want. Nothing, none of them inside my home. Their home is outside, and they're free to go outside and do whatever they want. That's their home. And as long as they're not encroaching on my territory, in my home, if they're not invading, in which I do call that an invasion, and I would call that an invasion for any bugs in my home, because they're there without consent. They didn't ask me, so they have no permission to come inside. So if they're outside, I'm not going to go out of my way to kill them or bother them. However, since we do have a bit of a deck here, if they are blocking my way or something like that, and this is still my home, then that's still invading. So, second story. If you want to hear, well, technically third story. If you want to hear my first story, you can go watch the first video on the leaf blower simulator game that I played, because I'll talk about my first story in there, where I woke up the neighborhood. So third story. This one actually came, I think, before this last one, but I just remembered it now. So recently, I think around May, we had robins make their nest right outside my door. Right beside my door. Literally, right beside my door. On the little light we have there. So every morning, I'd wake up and I'd go and I'd bother Mother Bird. I'd go out and I'd say hi. And she'd freak out and leave her nest and then guard it by standing and freaking out at the railing of my deck here. And I would talk to her and try to get her to land on my finger. And eventually she would start flying towards my finger, but never actually land on it, even though she came very close. She came so close one time she actually touched me. But it was probably more of an attack, trying to protect her nest and her babies, rather than actually wanting to land on my finger. Anyway, I have taken some videos and some pictures and stuff like that of that experience, so maybe I'll share that at some point. If I'm not a lazy piece of poo about it, and I actually get to it at some point. But this one's not about that. One of the mornings, I go to open the door and say hi to Mama Bird and everything. And I guess I shouldn't really say morning, it was like 11 o'clock or something like that. But I opened the door, look at Mama, I think we even ordered something. And, yeah, everything's fine, I'm talking to Mama Bird and everything. And then I look slightly up, and literally in the corner of my doorway, between the screen door and the main door, a dick spider built its frickin' web right in the effing corner. And again, I freaked the frick out. It was a small web, but I freaked the frick out, and I'm like, no, you do not build your nest there. That's not build your web there. That's invading my space. Get out. So I went and I got the vinegar bottle, and it took a little while to get rid of him, because he ended up going inside. There's a little crack up at the top, so he ended up going inside there, and I had to drown him out with the vinegar to get him out of there, because I'm just like, no, I'm not having it. And see, this is what I mean. That's invading my space still, because that's he's trying to block me in from my own doorway. He's trying to oppress me. Oh god. So now, every time I open my freaking own front effing door, I have to look up and I have to look down, and I have to make sure no spiders are around. I have noticed recently there at the bottom corner of my door, the part where it opens, right on the outside, not on the inside, right on the outside, there's a little crack, between the wall of the place and the deck of the patio, right? The floor of the patio. And there is like a bundle of web in there. Not a tight bundle, like it's not a nest. But it's like a spider just decided instead of making a web, it was just gonna go drunk and go friggin' all over the effing place in that little area and go up and down and up and down and up and down. It's just a mess of web. It's really weird. I've never seen something like that before. At least not in an area like that. I think I've seen crap like that before in, like, trees and bushes where they kind of wrap around the leaves and crap like that and they make a mess of them. But anyway, those are my stories. And this is a spider hanging out in front of my security camera that I no longer have. Long story. Maybe I'll talk about that another time too. So please enjoy this music by Nathan O. Wills while you watch a spider do basically nothing at night.